What's going on, boys? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be walking you guys through my 1 week keyboard and mouse to controller progression. I started this controller progression over 6 months ago, but I began to lose focus with it and haven't even touched my controller in the last 4 months. I figured it'd be best to just completely start from scratch and revive this series. On day 1, I began by just walking through Raiders Mechanics Map V4, just trying to get a feel for my controller and my binds. I really wanted to focus on getting used to switching back and forth to my shotgun, as well as just moving from editing and building to shooting as seamlessly as possible. The biggest thing I noticed from this day was my crosshair placement. It's absolutely horrible and really makes my edits look super sloppy. I don't really feel comfortable moving my joysticks around yet, so I'm definitely going to work toward improving that. Still on day 1, I wanted to try some piece control tunneling to work on moving through my edits, along with giving myself a bit of a challenge with my edit timing and crosshair placement. I definitely didn't expect to remember any of my binds after not touching my controller for so long, but I've still got a lot of work to do. On day 2, I wanted to focus 100% on my aim. On keyboard, my aim is one of my biggest advantages, so I really want to make sure I develop good aiming habits on controller as well. It feels really weird trying to aim on joysticks. I don't know if it's my dead zones or just the aim assist, but my crosshair feels super hard to control. I know hip fire tracking is really important, so I decided to work on that here. My horizontal movement is definitely worse than my vertical movements, so I think I'm going to spend some extra time on that in the future. This was by far the hardest aim drill I've ever done. On keyboard, I never struggled with this scenario, but on controller, it was a whole different story. It felt like my brain and thumbs weren't working together. I don't know if my sensitivity is weird or I'm just not used to joystick movement, but this seemed way harder than it should have. I literally can't hit anything. On day 3, I really focused on crosshair placement. I used a couple of the drills in this map for some good practice, but I really tried my hardest to only move my crosshair within the colored shape or line. I think crosshair placement is going to be one of my biggest struggles when it comes to getting used to controller. These floor cone drills were way easier than the walls for some reason. I just felt like I had a lot more control in my individual movements. On day 4, I was really grinding my piece control. I think piece control drills are a really good way to get a better feel when you're combining building with shooting. While doing these drills, I definitely noticed that my edit timing is a bit off. Sometimes I confirm my edit too early and mess up. I definitely think that as I continue improving on controller, I'm going to use these piece control drills. I think it's important to find some sort of practice that you enjoy doing and that you can do a lot of high intensity reps in. And for me, that's piece control drills. Day 5 was a pretty chill day. All I did was just run through some edit courses to help get my edit timing down. days 6 and 7 were pretty much the same. I wanted to get some practice under pressure, so I went to Martov's turtle fights. I was really struggling with any fast moving target. I think my sense is way too slow because I noticed that it took so long for me to turn around and shoot people. Another big issue I noticed was my movement. As of right now, I can't really move with actual intention. It sort of feels like I kind of just walk around with my gun out or build out. I definitely need to work on being more reactive. And that's going to be ending my 1 week keyboard to controller progression. If you want me to continue this series, make sure to leave a like and a comment. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.